Hey guys, welcome back to Spire. Today we'll talk about the best of Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. My daily bubble tea trips are over.
It looks like a boba.
Oh wow.
We all thought of that at the same time.
In a new Instagram video, Dr. Pimple Popper removes a mysterious cyst-like growth from a patient that looks oddly similar to a boba pearl from a cup of bubble tea. The cyst, which the patient has lived with for 5 years, has a translucent appearance and blue coloration that leaves Dr. Lee unsure of its origins. The patient tells Dr. Lee that he doesn't remember trauma causing the cyst, leaving Dr. Pimple Popper to rely on pathology results to properly identify it. Have you ever wondered where boba comes from? Well, here you go. Lee writes in the caption of the video. Lee excises the cyst through a small incision made with a scalpel. Upon seeing the mysterious ball underneath the patient's skin, she comments that it may be a collection of old blood that collected under the skin. Once Lee pops the growth out of the incision, someone in the room suggests it looks like a tapioca pearl, commonly known as boba. Lee quickly agrees, laughing that she thought the same thing upon first seeing the growth. She easily snips off the small mysterious ball and sends it off for analysis before stitching the incision. If you're curious of the mysterious cyst's origins, keep an eye on Dr. Pimple Popper's page for the patient's pathology results. In the meantime, you'll certainly never look at bubble tea the same way again. I can see it clearly. Every medical researcher yearns to leave a legacy behind, and that of Louis H. Weiner, a dermatologist born in 1903 in a small snowy town of Superior, Wisconsin, is the dilated pore of Weiner. In 1954, Weiner first described a large, solitary open comedo, a hair follicle glutted by rogue keratin that had gathered up so much mass the pore expanded, and a dilated pore of Weiner, basically a supersized blackhead, is what makes an appearance in a new video from Dr. Pimple Popper. In the short silent clip, Lee uses her fingers to push out a mass the size and consistency of a spat out wad of chewing gum that had settled next to the eye of an elderly patient. Dilated pores of Weiner develop more often in middle-aged and older individuals. Opinions differ on whether or not the skin condition is a unique one or an epidermal inclusion cyst with some extra inflammation and complications due to its place squarely in a hair follicle. This may go without saying, but they can also be gnarly. Past Dr. Pimple Popper videos have shown Lee extracting a hard rock-like mass from a patient's back and squeezing an orange seed-like chunk of dark crud from an ear. Both were dilated pores of Weiner. Now the spirit of Dr. Weiner is honored every time Dr. Pimple Popper's viewers wince at the deflation of a single mass, clogging up a mutilated pore. Something a bit alternative?
Feel anything? So funny they called you out on it.
Yeah.
In a new Instagram video, Dr. Pimple Popper repairs a woman's stretched earlobe in a particularly gory procedure. The famed dermatologist also removes a keloid on the back of the patient's ear, proving Lee can do more than just pop pimples. In the US, earlobe stretching has been a common alternative beauty trend since the 2000s. The process often includes people stretching their ears gradually, from a normal earring size to several centimeters or even inches in diameter. The downside to earlobe stretching is that often people reach a point of no return, meaning their ears won't return back to their previous size without surgical intervention. That's when a cosmetic procedure like earlobe reconstruction comes in handy. This surgery I have been contemplating for the last year. One fan commented on the video, "Thank you for letting me see how it's done." In the clip, Lee uses a scalpel to cut off the bottom part of the patient's stretched earlobe. The doctor then stitches the ear back together, creating a complete lobe that will heal together over time. Once that's taken care of, Lee turns her attention to a keloid on the back of a patient's ear, using a scalpel to cut the scar tissue away, with the hope it will heal without becoming raised. Keloids are raised scars that grow to be much larger in size than typical scars due to a buildup of scar tissue. People of color are more prone to keloids, and those who experience keloids can develop them after receiving cuts, burns, or experiencing severe acne. Some people also form keloids after piercing their ears, though removal is often done for cosmetic reasons. Keloid scars can often be itchy or irritated, making removal also for comfort. However, the process can be difficult as it's complicated to remove scar tissues without creating a new keloid in a prone patient. The gruesome video is one for the most devoted Dr. Pimple Popper fans. One fan even commented, "That's quite eerie," and indeed the procedure is just that. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.